So currently this is the project engine that I have. Then it's a 2011-2012 5.7 Hemi, and I've already checked it. I've already pulled out the cam. I've already done a bunch of stuff to it, and I need to pull these pistons out, and there's one spot in this bore that needs to be honed. So I'm going to pull all the pistons out. I've got new rings already, and I'm going to hone every single one of these, just enough to restore the cross hatching and get rid of a small water spot that developed from it sitting. And then I'll check all of the tolerances, and it should be good. But as far as like the cam, I got a 6.4 liter cam for it. This is a 5.7, and yes, you can run that. I also have the 6.4 liter springs, and yeah. So here I have some photos, and this is showing the engine with all the accessories on it. Currently I have them all off, as you can see, but it's been fun so far. I'm hoping for about like $390 to the wheels. On top of that, excuse the mess in the garage. I haven't really had a chance to clean it up since the furnace people came in and installed that big herker. So, let me pause this. Again, excuse the mess. It's kind of a worked-in garage. There's another motor. That's a 5M for a Supra that's outside. Here's my two jacks. And all my tools. I have lots of tools. Oh yeah, there's another motor over there. Transmission, all the parts, my spare parts, the headers for the 5.7. Well, actually, those are 6.1 headers for 2010. But let's get back to this. This is a TR6060 from a 2013 Challenger, and it's the 6-speed, and I've already rebuilt it. I'll show some pictures. So this was a fun process. Basically it was dirty, really dirty. I had to do a lot of tear apart. You can see the gears were not the greatest looking, but none of them had pitting or really bad rust on them. So I cleaned them up really good. I replaced them all with hybrid synchros, and then I reinstalled, shimmed, and put it all back together, as you can see here. Wasn't that terrible? I think I had to take the main input shaft to the shop to have them pull one gear off, but other than that I was able to do it myself. I already have the new shifter for it. Let me see what else I can show you. This is the LSD from an SRT8. That is also what this is from, the TR6060, but that also comes in the standard 5.7. And then here's more parts and a book on doing the Hemi stuff, because I've never rebuilt a Hemi, but it seems exactly like rebuilding any other motor I've ever done, so I may possibly have wasted the money. But at least it has small stuff like, you know, I don't know. No, it doesn't really. Yeah. Besides that, there's my parts wall, the compressor that we got. But it's just like the way that I have to store stuff because I have way too much crap. But it wouldn't be Projectville without all these crazy parts everywhere. So all in all, I have basically everything to do the whole drivetrain, I think. I have the motor, transmission, motor mounts, almost all of the sensors and electronics. I have the harness. 6.4 harness is somewhere around here. I think it's with that stuff in the box. All parts, headers, I have subframes, complete front and rear. Let's see. All suspension. I think I'm missing a sway bar for the rear, and then drive shaft, the SRT8 axles. So pretty much everything to convert the TC over to, I'm not going to say better. It's not the right word. More powerful, naturally aspirated V8. And I'll probably take the 1U out and put it into maybe a rat rod project. That'd be fun. But that'll have to wait a little while. So it looks like the subframes are off by, I would say the bolt holes are off by probably a few inches. It looks like I might be able to take a circular hole cutter and then cut the holes out and move the actual mounts inwards, and it'll be the exact same bolt pattern as the 350Z subframe, which means that, like, with any luck, the SRT8 subframe that I have and suspension will just bolt in. This is the Chrysler 300 subframe for the rear, and then there's the front with the rack and all the suspension. But the 350Z subframe is set on top of it for a comparison, and in here you can see that this is the normal differential bolt pattern, and then that is the insert for the SRT8 LSD differential. So I already have that in the garage. The front subframe or the Dodge subframe should actually be a bit stronger than the LS400 subframe that I used, and so I'm banking on that, but we'll see. These are all plans. I don't know, I've got to get this, which is over here, which has all of those parts in that container. That's a 7M. That's 7M parts, more 5M parts, but that actually is basically done. It just needs a head gasket, the oil pan, all the accessories put back on, because we just got done clearancing the mains and rod bearings, and they turned out good. The thing rotates good. They're all great tolerances, so I have a lot of faith in that. I also honed it and put new rings, so we'll have to break it in. But luckily I've got like tons of shit to do that. So this is me teaching my girlfriend how to work on the transmission, and we also worked on the motor together. Yeah, that's the update. And if you wanted to see what kind of supplies and the tools that I generally have, I have a toolbox that I got from my buddy. I've never really had a large toolbox, but it's in disarray, as is everything, from throwing everything into this area to get to the furnace, to get the AC stuff that we had installed put in. But I'll clean that all up. The blasting cabinet, which is a godsend if you love fixing old parts and refurbing them. It can make things that are just disgusting look great. There's the parts cleaner. I have an English wheel. I also have a press brake. Let's see, oxyacetylene torch, hoist, 3 welders back there. That's why I'm able to do half the shit I can do. Lots of supplies. That C-channel is so thick. That came from my friend Alex, and yeah, it's crazy. I might use that for a project, but we'll see. But yeah, all right. Whoa. Thanks for watching.